Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate how to how to use Freemint Boot to play an import. I'm going to sit down and actually do this. Now, before I start, or not Freemint Boot, Freemint Boot and Swap Magic. Before I start, what you're going to need is for the Swap Magic method, you're going to need a PS2. It can be fatter, it can be slim. I'm using a slim here. For the Swap Magic part, you're going to need for the file itself, first you're going to need Freemint Boot on a memory card. There's many ways on how to install that. And then once you do that, you're going to need to install the ELF file for Swap Magic. And in order to get Swap Magic to work properly, for the Slim, you can use a flip top or use sensor blockers. I'm using a flip top. Yes, it is being held on with Gorilla Tape. It doesn't fit on there 100% accurately, but whatever. As far as what else you're going to need, you're going to need a high TOC disc from your region. I'm using Def Jam Fight for New York, which is actually a pretty good game too. And you're also going to need your import. Professional Baseball Spirits 4 for me. So what I'm going to do for the purposes of the video, I'm going to keep this flip top open. And the way I've got, you can set up Freemint Boot to where it will not actually boot the game straight up. It just goes to the memory card selection or whatever menu. So I'll show you when we get there. So you just boot it up. You can see the disc is spinning. I'll give you a better angle of that. It is spinning. Flip top is open. The way this works is it actually blocks the sensors. This is a 70,012 model, I believe. And the flip top works perfectly for this model. So here's Freemint Boot. You can also do this with the discs themselves, but I just use the ELF file because certain import burn games will not work with that, with the actual disc. Alright, so as you can see, we have got to the memory card menu here, since I've got it set up that way in Freemint Boot. So you back out. This is so that you do not have to rush through to get to Swap Magic. This way you can just start with the disc in there. You can do it where you put the disc in, then go to Swap Magic, but this way it's a lot easier. So you go to Swap Magic, which I have it configured on the menu. And any minute now the disc will stop spinning. There you go. Disc stops spinning. Swap Magic. Apologize for the quality here. I'm not used to this. Alright, so you take the disc out. You take your region disc out. Open your import. It's a very good game. Pretty cheap too, as you'd ever seen it. Put it back in. I'm going to keep the flip top open. You hit normal. And for this game, we'll just use default. And it took a second to boot, but it does boot. You can see the disc is spinning, and there you go. The game boots up. And at this point, you can close the flip top, and it'll work just like a normal PS2 game for your region. Now, there are other discs. There are other high TOC discs that do work with this. I use Def Jam because it's what I have, but there are other high TOC discs, and always make sure to keep it either in your PS2 when you're not using it, if you want to do this method over and over again, which is what I got this flip top for, or whatever. Or just keep it in an envelope or something. And keep it somewhere where you can get to it. So, but as you can see, the game works just fine. There's the menu. And just to show you that it works, one more time. We can get to it here. Now, if you have a fat PS2, you're going to need a drive key, as it's called, or a slide tool drive key, whatever. The game works just fine, but that has a little bit more risk involved. You'd probably be better off if you can find it going for a flip top on that, or just get a slim, get a flip top, which is readily available. It's like $10, $10 to $15, depending on where you get it. And that's it. Later.